So many founders use the StoryBrand framework to write their landing pages, home pages particularly, and brand messages. And I think it's great. I think StoryBrand gives you a really, really brilliant foundation to get started on all that great brand and psychology-based writing. It really puts you in that mindset of your customer or your user being the hero and you being the guide. I think that framework works really well. But there are gaps in it, in that if you are using that framework on its own, it falls short slightly in that it doesn't build enough empathy and trust with your audience. Now, one of StoryBrand's really big philosophies is that you want to be building authority and empathy. It's really good for building authority and some empathy, but where do you pull that empathy from? I find that pairing the StoryBrand framework with real voice of customer insight and real voice of customer research makes it so much more powerful. So when you're writing your user or your buyer's internal problems, philosophical problems, external problems, all the stuff that StoryBrand talks about, if you pair that with voice of customer research, so if you go out and actually word mine, find the language, find the words and phrases that your audience are using. You can do this through surveys, through interviews, or you can just use your desktop research to do it. So you can go on review sites, on Facebook groups, on Amazon book reviews. There's loads of different ways to collect voice of customer research. Collect it all together and actually use those words, those real customer words in your copy when you're writing through the StoryBrand framework. It's so much more powerful that way. And you will really see the results lift. I think this, as I said, the StoryBrand framework is great on its own as a great foundation. But if you can weave in voice of customer, which uses the mirroring principle in psychology, it mirrors your customer's language back to them, which builds trust and empathy. It makes it so much more powerful.